Builder here. Well, we're continuing to work on the desk. Basically, what I have been doing in the meantime is just working on these edges here. What I've done is I have put a 1-inch strip along the outer edge of the desk, and just flip that over for you. And that's what it looks like from the top side here. What we're going to do now with these blocks in place here, we're just going to take a router and we're going to run it along here, and then that'll cut this excess off and give us a nice flush 1.5-inch thick surface that we can put our finishing strip on, and our finishing veneer, and then that'll make it look like it's an 1.5 inch thick desktop, whereas it's only 3/4. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is make sure that this is oriented the right way. I want the cutout on the desk to mirror each other on opposite sides of the room here, so as well it is the wider end here, which goes up against the cabinet, which comes in from the side here on both pieces. So and whereas this part here that goes off to meet the edge of the other desk. So I do have to make sure the pieces are oriented right so that I do get the edge, the thickened edge, where I need it to be. So anyways, first thing we're going to do is we're just simply going to start measuring and cutting a few blocks to go on to different spots here. Now by rights, these are a mirror image of each other, so I should be able to duplicate everything that I have here, and it should match up perfectly. So anyways, once you've got all your pieces cut, it's just a simple matter of gluing them into place again like normal. Just run a bead of glue and just set that down. And then what we're going to do next, we're going to take a clamp and just put that into place. Now we need to just line that up dead center with dead on the edge of the work here. You need to make sure you get the end and the front face absolutely square on, or as close to it as you can. And just a simple little squeeze clamp works good for just holding that in place. And once you've got that in place, you can either put a couple more on, or you can just take that off and then just go for a regular 4-inch clamp here. So we're just going to put a clamp on to protect the face here. Have to open that up a bit more. There we go. And just be careful that you don't slide things as you tighten this up. It does have a tendency to do that. Just one on each end and then one in the middle. Get kind of even pressure on everything, and once you've got your pressure on everything here kind of even, then you can just tighten these down and squeeze your bead of glue out. There we go. And just make sure that nothing moves as you tighten. I'm not worried about putting marks on the underside here because you're never going to see that. So, but just carry on, and there we go. Actually going to get this long piece here beforehand. Just mark off where that goes. This should go fairly quickly. Just a matter of dropping a bead on this and then making sure it stays still as you put it down. One thing the hand clamps will actually do for you is they'll squeeze out a lot of the excess, and it'll work to your benefit actually to do that, because then the pieces won't be quite so fluid. There we go. Because right now with all that glue in there, it's kind of like riding on a layer of grease almost. So you never have too many clamps, I find. So that's kind of a unwritten rule with woodworkers. Oops, we're sliding there. Just take the pressure off and slide it right back. Make sure it stays lined up. There we go. So once you get that all glued together there, you can just let that set for about an hour or so, and then you can take the clamps off. Okay, so up until now I've been using this little flush trim bit. It's got this little roller here at the end of the bit, and that just uses the surface here as a guide, and it trims anything above it. Now I'm going to switch instead to this patterning bit, and basically what it does the same thing but the opposite. It uses the top part of the board for a guide, and it trims anything below that. So we're just going to use the patterning bit now to do the front edge of the desk. So anyways, while that glue dries outside there, we'll just show you what else we've got on the go here. Do a few more different sub-assemblies here. I've completed the printer desk, and as you can see, it's flipped on its end right now, but this is the top, and the wires go down through here, and they can come through here out the end here to the computers, and it's kind of going to sit between the two desks. They're going to be kind of a W shape. So this will just kind of sit between the two desks and be equally accessible from both sides. And so that's basically how that's going to work. So anyways, we've got some of the bigger pieces now, and things should start going together rather quickly here with these bigger sub-assemblies here. We're going to put some glue on here. Now whenever you're doing a piece like this, I've got the slots measured in from the end, so it doesn't matter which way I put them on this piece, but it does make a difference to the orientation on this piece, so I have to make sure that I actually put this on with the proper orientation. Otherwise, my other piece, which has the desk connector piece on it, isn't quite going to line up, and then I'll have a problem. So just give that some gluing there. And quick nail straight down. both sides. Make sure we didn't burst our skin on our surface of our veneer anywhere. Now, this is an important part. I do know that this shelf here is offset just a little bit to one end. So I have to make sure that I have the correct alignment on this, because if I put glue in here and I've got this wrong, I'm going to have a problem. So we put that in the slot and make sure that we've got the alignment right. Okay. Because if we go the other way, I think it would be out about 1/4 of an inch on one end, or about 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, it's about 1/8 of an inch out. So we gotta make absolutely sure that we get the right orientation on this, or we're going to be pooched when it comes to assembly here. Okay, so that is the orientation there, and that's going to sit in there. And just to make sure we get that right, we're going to take the pencil, we're going to put a mark on the side that we are connecting with here, and we'll erase that before we finish things later. But that'll just line things up for us. Make sure that we keep everything going the right way. Now, this is actually going to go like so, and then the top, here we are, the longer top goes here, and there like so. And we should be overhanging that just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we got just a little bit of an overhang here, 1/2 inch, that's what I figured. Okay, and we should have the same on the other one as well. Okay, so then once we get that in, then it goes onto the base. We just have to make sure that we get the same distance between here and here. Okay, so I think with that all dry, we're just going to take that base here. We're going to put the base here as well. Like so. And that off the cord. Voila! Okay, that should all go together just nicely now. I think we'll, and then on top of that, oh, but this goes on the back. Okay, so that's the front. And this goes on the back, but I'm just going to make sure that that's going to fit. It'll drop the face down. The front is the same as the back, so it should be fitting there. Voila! Bingo! Excellent. Crash. Excellent. Yep, we're right up over the back there too. Perfect. Okay. So we're ready for the glue now. Okay, so let's put this together. Okay. Goes into right there. And there. Okay. Now, just double check here. Okay. Just a little high in the center there. Where'd my block go? Okay. Okay, now. Oops. Okay, now. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so that means just going to make sure this is where it's supposed to be. A little tight, but that's fine. What we will do, we will just put our glue on. Okay, and base. Okay, now take this off for the moment. Okay, so we need okay. Double check. Bingo. Okay. And okay. Now, with that in place, let's go get the other side. So anyways, that's about it for today. Time to shut her down for the night. So anyways, we've got main cabinets assembled. We're got our desktops just about done, and we're almost ready to start the finishing process on this whole job. Have a good day.